Good afternoon, everyone. Just to introduce myself, my name's David Sims. I'm the Solutions Sales Specialist for Dynabook, looking after the solutions business. Dynabook, you may know of us. We used to be called Toshiba Client Solutions, but we rebranded about 2 years ago, and now we're Dynabook. As I mentioned, I look after the solutions business. So within Dynabook, we're looking at breaking into new markets. And one of the markets that we're focused on today is mobile edge computing. So my presentation is going to talk about the DynaEdge AR solution, which is based on a couple of components. The first one is our mobile edge computer and how it can enable hands-free computing. So our vision is to deliver digital transformation through assisted reality solutions, which optimize productivity, security, and mobility for all frontline workers. And I just want to break this down a bit. So the digital transformation is about moving companies as quickly as possible to transform their business using digital technologies. So if you think about it, we started off probably about 30 years ago with a desk phone. Then we were lucky enough to move to analog devices, mobile phones, and in the last 15 or so years, we've moved to smartphones. So this is continuing that travel of digital transformation. So we believe the next step in this digital transformation is through assisted reality solutions. So what we mean by assisted reality is enabling the end worker, giving them the information when they require it, when, and in an easy way. And this is all to optimize productivity. We want all our workers to be as as efficient as possible. The other thing is we want to do this securely. So the unique proposition that we're bringing to the table today is our mobile edge computer is based on Windows technology. It's not an Android solution, it's Windows. And the other thing is we want to emphasize we want true mobility. And this is why our current generation solution supports 4G connectivity. So you'll be able to use our mobile edge computer anywhere in the world, as long as there's mobile connectivity, of course. So this is all for frontline workers. So when we first started in Dynabook, we were really focused on those engineering type of roles, providing assistance to those engineers who could be out in the field, up a wind turbine, on an oil rig in the middle of the desert, and providing them with the information to hand. But actually, if you think about this, any frontline worker can use this technology because it's all about the job role, providing collaboration, sharing information in real time. So actually, we can now see any work, any job function out there can use assisted reality solutions. So we're now talking about education, emergency workers, those engineers. So any role can use assisted reality solutions. So a few things here. We want to provide complete mobility. That's why we've introduced a 4G device. We want a solution to enable hands-free productivity. So today I can pick up a mobile phone and I can start sharing a video with a colleague. But as soon as that colleague asks me to do something, I've got to put the mobile phone down. So think of these assisted reality hands-free experience now as you take your mobile phone and you're actually wearing your mobile phone. And so you have your hands free to do the task at hand. So this enables the frontline worker to get that digital experience. So you provide information to that worker in real time, whether or not it's through collaboration, see what I see, whether or not it's sharing a schematic. It could be a how to do video. So that worker out in the field on his own or on her own, they can watch a video and it tells them how to do something. So everything in real time. And we're doing this, we're leveraging edge computing. The previous presentation talked about edge computing. I won't go into too much detail around edge computing, but it's having the power at the edge to enable people to do their job roles efficiently. And all this will hopefully accelerate your digital transformation within your business. But at the same time, we believe our technology will support things like the environmental, your social and governance objectives within your business as well. I'll talk a little bit more in a few moments around that. So why now? Just a few figures. So edge computing market has accelerated. The previous speaker talked about this, and especially over the last few years with things like COVID and also the rollout of 5G networks. So we're going to see a lot of more power of computing at the edge of the network due to things like 5G. But don't forget, we've still got 4G, and 4G is still a good technology to provide that end-to-end network. The other thing is a lot of the IT decision makers are looking at edge computing. So they actually got the money, the budgets to start investing in edge computing technology. A couple of other things. So I'll break these down into everything. So 91% of all organizations are looking to implement edge computing strategy of one form or another, and our edge computer will be part of that opportunity. Businesses are, realizing they can deliver real return of investment using edge computing. Gone are the days of cloud computing. And there's other things like driving innovation. We believe our edge computer will help drive that innovation space as well. And finally, actually the managed edge service market will expand as well. So actually companies can make money from edge computing as well, which I think is going to be really important. So we talked about this circular edge economy is positive impact in numerous sectors from automotive to telecommunication. I mentioned earlier that we were very much focused on those industrial roles, but again, any industry can benefit from edge computing. And with edge computing, it's driving enterprise solutions such as assisted reality glasses, and this is what I'm going to be talking about today in a little bit more detail. So we've done some analysis of our own, and we're actually seeing companies actively looking at deploying assisted reality solutions. So over the next 24 months, we're seeing about 45% of companies interested in adopting these technologies. And, over the last couple of years with COVID, we've seen a real increase in that because, we've seen some unique problems with COVID, not being able to send people around the world to fix problems, not being able to, or keeping social distancing. So gone are the days when you used to send 2 or 3 people into a room to repair something. So COVID has had a big impact on this, the way we are working. And employees believe that they can be, it's going to disrupt the industry and also provide doors to open emergency technologies such as artificial intelligence. And I'll talk a little bit about artificial intelligence. And also we hear the world of IoT as well as an edge computer. And our device, the Dynabook solution, can support IoT applications as well. Just going to break down a couple more. So endpoint security is really important, and our Dynabook is based on a Windows 10 platform. So our solution reduces that complexity of integrating a new solution into your network. Our solution, if your IT department can manage their computer estate, they'd be really happy with the Dynabook solution. So it's easy to manage as well because it's just another Windows endpoint as well. So we've done some, it's not all come up there, we're missing. So we went out to the industry and we asked a number of organizations about why they would look to deploy smart glasses. And the first one was improve mobile working, making sure that the engineers or the frontline worker had the right information to hand at the right time. The other one, which doesn't come up well in this diagram, but it's really high, is the ability to do this hands-free, having your hands to do that task at hand. Improve on-site capabilities, making sure you've got the right resources in the right location, at the right time, at the right cost point as well. And also improve information sharing, because if you think about how we do any job, it's all about collaboration, sharing information. And if you think about smart glasses, it's a picture paints 1,000 words. So the good old days when we used to rely on a telephone, trying to describe that problem to hand to someone who's not in the same room, it became really difficult. But with smart glasses, that picture paints 1,000 words. So you can overcome a lot of the problems about trying to explain the problem. You're actually showing the person the problem in real time. And the other great thing is about capturing information, because information is knowledge and power as well. So take, for example, the auditing industry. If you're doing auditing a disaster zone, you go and take lots of pictures, lots of videos. Using smart glasses, you can do that hands-free. You can walk around with your smart glasses, recording your point of view. You can make digital annotations. You can put voice clippets in the recording system. So again, a great use case for smart glasses. So with all this, we want to show that our solution can increase staff efficiency, making sure they've got the right tool sets to do the job at the right time, improving your customers' satisfaction as well. So if you can prove that you've repaired an item correctly, take, for example, a jet engine. So you've got an engineer who's repairing a jet engine. 6 months down the line, there's an accident. The company comes back to you to say, well, your engineer didn't repair that machine properly. Now, wearing smart glasses, if you maintain that equipment properly, you have digital knowledge of that, because you've taken that picture, you've taken that video of that maintenance. So again, you've got the ability to go back to your customer to say, look, the job was done correctly. This is how we did it. So the other thing is enabling business growth as well. So we believe smart glass is going to be a good enabler for that, to grow your business. So take, for example, most countries have an aging population issue. So a lot of our experienced people, they don't want to go out in the field anymore. They don't want to go out into the cold, into the rain, into the snow. So if you can keep them within your business by saying, look, I'm happy for you to continue working part-time. You can actually work from the office, but you're going to be supporting our new engineers, the graduates, the apprenticeship people, and you provide support remotely through the smart glasses. So you've got a young engineer out in the field, he or she comes across a problem, they put on the smart glasses, and they're able to collaborate with that experienced person who could be working part-time. And again, that knowledge transfer, very important as well. The other thing is driving cost reduction and avoidance. We all know today that we've got a cost of living challenge, gas, electricity, fuel. It's really expensive now. So a lot of service companies are going to be looking at how they can reduce their cost of the business. So if you can wear smart glasses, you can send an individual out on his own, supporting a problem, knowing they are supported remotely, you can save a lot of money as well. We've got customers who have purchased our solution. They've packaged it up into a ruggedized case, and they're sending these cases all around the world with their equipment. So we've got a company called Toshiba International who maintains power station equipment. So what they've done is they've taken our Dynabook solution, they've packaged it up in a ruggedized case, and that case just sits next to the piece of equipment that they maintain. And this piece of equipment is multi-million pounds worth of investment. So if there's a fault with that piece of equipment, they get the local engineer to take the glasses out of the box, put the glasses on, sets up a collaboration call with their expert back in London, and that expert can do a remote triage. So again, they're starting to reduce that cost to travel, because a lot of the times it tends to be basic problems that they could fix if they knew what the problem was. With smart glasses, you can see what the problem is. So again, they've greatly reduced their cost of travel around this. And also ESG. I'll break this down into a little bit more. So environmental, social, and governance. So the environmental aspect is reducing the travel impact, and also going digital as well. So again, those engineers, they don't have to carry large manuals with them. Manuals sit on the Dynabook. So all the information that that engineer needs to have is stored onto the Dynabook. So again, you reduce the environmental impact as well. The social element, so health and safety in the work environment. So take, for an example, COVID-19. Again, with social distancing, we had to keep separated. So again, with the knowledge that someone's wearing the smart glasses and they've always got someone on the other end of the phone or the video, again, they feel more health and safety. They feel a lot more assured in their job. And also taking that one step further, because of edge computing, the power, you can start to run artificial intelligence. So if I'm a construction worker wearing smart glasses, walking through the construction site, the glasses in real time using artificial intelligence can highlight potential danger zones. Maybe, you know, a pit over there, maybe some loose wiring over there. So again, you can use artificial intelligence to help your workers. And from a governance point of view, going back to the auditing, if I'm recording my activity, if there's any problem in the future, I've got an audit trail. So again, with our smart glasses, you know, we can run workflows, and within that workflow, you can record videos, you can record messages. So at the end of the job role, I can send the report straight out to my customer to say, these were the activities, this is how I did it, watch the video, are you happy? So again, a full compliance around governance as well, which is, I think, really important. So I just want to talk about a few use cases. So we've got the main ones: live collaboration, which is really important. A picture paints 1,000 words. Education and training, knowledge transfer. Giving instructions, so workflow materials. So again, step by step, how to do something. So again, less experienced people can follow a workflow, but anytime they're following the workflow, if they see a problem, they can call out to an expert. Again, inspection is a great thing, and also going into emergency incidents. I'll talk a little bit about those use cases. So the first one I want to talk about is maintenance and repair. In this diagram, we're showing someone in the automotive industry, but it could be any industry. It could be maintaining that coffee machine at the back there. It can be maintaining the projector. It could be maintaining a power station. It doesn't really matter. It's the work activity. So with all this, we need to understand the scenario and environment. We also need to understand the challenges the business has, and also the business goals, what they want to achieve out of their investment. Because again, before companies start investing, they need to know what the benefits they're going to get for this as well. And we work with them building a project objectives, trying to understand their problems. In this instance, it could be making sure I've got the right information to hand, so I can call upon a digital manual or something, or maybe just keeping up that collaboration. So this is a great one for, you know, the automotive industry. The gentleman at the bottom could be a BMW specialist. It could be a Volvo specialist. It could even be a Porsche specialist supporting someone halfway around the world. So again, it's that point of view, sharing information in real time. Sorry about that. The solution they were looking for, this particular company, they wanted everything to be hands-free. They wanted to give their workers instructions on how to do something. And they also wanted the ability to record the action as well. And also the ability to call upon an expert at any time. So we call that see what I see. And working with them, we come out with some business outcomes. So they can now speed up their engineers working, repairing, diagnostics, improve quality of experience as well, because again, they've recorded the job maintenance process. They can review it post, and then they can improve on their processes as well. And also employee satisfaction, because again, if you're an engineer remote, feeling that you're on your own with this type of technology, you always have that collaboration to hand. You can always talk to an expert, and it doesn't have to be a BMW expert. It could be your own expert. Maybe you want to conference in 10, 15 people to see a problem. You can do this with this type of technology. And again, they saw a lot of cost savings. They streamlined their operations and they improved their quality. So this was another scenario. We worked with our colleagues in Toshiba in the semiconductor factory. So again, they had a different scenario. They had their own challenges and their own business goals. And with all these use cases, we will provide them in the slides so you can have a full in-depth knowledge of these as well. And again, we worked with them, came up with a project. We built them a solution, because the great thing about our solution, it's modular. So we can put the right hardware in place, we can put the right software in place, and we can put the right workflows in place as well. So we very much can build the solution to the requirements of the business. And again, business outcomes. They were able to repair things quicker. They've avoided travel as well. So that was a great thing. And of course, the staff training accelerated because the knowledge transfer, that picture paints 1,000 words. So, you know, I think this is really important, that knowledge transfer capability. And also, with the equipment being maintained, they reduced the downtime of these large semiconductor factories as well. The other one I want to highlight is this is one we're currently working with a couple of companies on. And we call it blue light connected ambulances, but this could be a connected fire engine. It could be a connected medics. So we're working with the Ministry of Defence in the UK, where they're equipping medics with the smart glasses. So the medics can be out in the field wearing smart glasses, and they can share that activity in real time. So if they've got a patient who's injured, they can fix the patient out in the field, and they can send the video back to the field hospital. So when that person arrives in the field hospital, they've got all the information to hand. So again, they're making sure that that knowledge transfer is there. They can actually save people's lives because they know what the problem is before the person arrives as well. Okay. And this is another unique one. I quite like this one. It shows you another use cases. So this is a zoo out in Tokyo where they're using the smart glasses to share visitors' feeding time. So again, as you can imagine, when you go to zoos, everyone's trying to look over the fence, watching someone being fed. So what they've got now is they've got the keeper wearing the smart glasses. So they've got a different point of view, up close, impersonal with the animal. So they can share that to big screens. So all the audience can look at big screens and see detail. So I think this is really good. So this shows you a teaching type of scenario. And we're working with a university out in Finland where they're equipping their students with smart glasses as well, because they also see the future here, because they're seeing that they're going to bring out new graduates from the universities, but they're going to have to understand what the industry is doing. So again, they're equipping their students with smart glasses for a different point of view about how to train, so they can do online training videos, real point of views, actual engineers repairing something, recording that maintenance process, and then sharing that with other graduates as well. Another one we're working on in the UK is also with the Ministry of Defence, and they've got a program called Learn, where what they used to do before COVID was they used to have all the students fixing a problem, and they used to have the lecturer walking around, looking over the shoulder, guiding the students on what to do. But with social distancing, they weren't able to do that. So what they did is they equipped all the students with smart glasses, and the lecturer used to sit at the front of the classroom, and anytime a student had a problem, they just raised their hand. The lecturer at the front would conference into their smart glasses and be able to see their point of view and assist that student and educate that student in real time without looking over the shoulder. So I think that's really good, showing you some of the uniqueness around this. And another area is building inspections. You know, again, collecting information in real time. You know, I'm inspecting a building, inspecting a new boat being produced. If I can record my experience of walking around that construction site or that inspection site, I'm recording my point of view. So I think this is a great use case. So I just want to talk a little bit about our product in a little bit more detail. So as you can see, the product's on the left there, it's a modular solution. So the first element is what we call our mobile edge computer. This is a full-fledged Windows 10 computer. It's no different to your laptop or your desktop sitting in front of you. It's just in a unique form factor. So this is our mobile edge computer. It delivers complete mobility, integrated 4G into this device. And of course, when you connect it to the smart glasses, which are down the bottom, it enables that hands-free experience. So the Dynabook is driving the smart glasses. So again, you can give that digital experience to the end worker. So I just really wanted to introduce our modular concept there. And I'm going to talk about our key differentiators over our competitors out there, and also the market in general. Usability and comfort. We've got a very lightweight solution. Our glasses weigh about 48 grams, so very lightweight solution that you can wear. From a health and safety point, there's no 4G Wi-Fi connectivity on the glasses. It's maintained on the Dynabook, and the Dynabook either sits on your hip or in the holster on the front, so not in your around the head. So again, no radio emissions close to the head. Device management and security, like I said, the mobile edge computer which drives the smart glasses is a Windows 10 computer. So you manage this the same way as your IT department will manage your laptop. So again, it's really easy to integrate into your network. We've had customers who've purchased our equipment and they got up and running within a matter of minutes. So really easy to maintain, manage in your network. Also from a security policies, very strong security policies. And that's why we've got people like the Ministry of Defense using our equipment. We can make this device as secure as you want it to be. Connectivity, like I said, we've got integrated 4G. So we've got connectivity pretty much anywhere in the world. So again, true mobility solution. Performance, because this is full-fledged mobile edge computer, it's very powerful for current applications and in the future. If you look at smart glasses on their own, you're probably going to get about 18 months out of use of smart glasses. Because of our modular architecture, the Dynabook could last up to 4 or 5 years. So if you do get an improvement in the eyewear, only thing you have to replace is the eyewear. You don't have to replace the brains of the solution as well. Just going to break this down a little bit more. Like I said, super lightweight, allows for comfortable long time use cases. And this is really important. If you're an engineer out in the field and you're wearing something, you want it to be as light as possible, because if you're wearing something, even if it's 200-300 grams, you will notice it after a couple hours. So like I said, our solution weighs about 48 grams, so very lightweight. And also we've got physical buttons as well. So if you're an engineer wearing gloves, if you were using smart glasses and you only had either a tracker pad to navigate, if you're wearing gloves, that becomes very awkward. With the Dynabook with the buttons, you're able to use the buttons and navigate through menu systems a lot easier. The other thing about our Dynabook solution is very durable, mil spec. So this is military specification. So this will be good for drop proof and also dust ingress as well. And the other thing, again, is no radio emissions close to the head. I was talking to Vodafone, a mobile network carrier in the UK, and they were talking about how people use mobile phones. And the reason why people are allowed to use mobile phones is they tend to use it for short periods of time, or they tend to now use headphones. So if you had a pair of smart glasses radiating all the time and you're using it for 3, 4, 5 hours at the time, then potentially there may be a health and safety concern there. So again, we've removed that potential problem. Connectivity with the integrated 4G, so seamless on-premise, off-premise connectivity. So if I'm in the office or in the factory, I can tether off the wireless access point. I then travel out into the countryside. I can then use 4G. So again, we've got the benefit of Wi-Fi and 4G roaming as well. And also we've got the ability to connect other devices to our solution. So there are some companies who are very interested in 5G. We don't have 5G integrated into this device. We do have 4G. And the reason why we went with 4G is 5G isn't available around the world in large quantities at the moment, especially in those isolated regions. So that's why we went with 4G. However, because we got a USB-A connector, we can plug in a 5G wireless hotspot into this device. So we can enable 5G on our device if you required. Device management and security as well. You can manage it with your Active Directories. Again, you can manage it the same way as you manage your laptop. So you don't need to have a separate mobile device management solution. The other thing is security levels. Like I said, we can put any security policy on this device. You can have encryption, you can have anti-malware, man-in-the-middle protection software, but also on the device, we've got a fingerprint reader as well, so you can really secure the device. And also, we've also got a security lock as well, so you can actually tie down the device if it's going to be a static device as well. Performance, like I said, our solution is future-proof. It runs really well with current applications, but it's got the power, because it's running 11th generation processors, to be future-proof as well. And also with our device, we've got offline capability. Even though we got 4G connectivity, there are places where you may not be having connectivity, but if you can still record to the device, so if I'm that inspector again, I'm walking through a construction site, for some reason the Wi-Fi or the 4G's disappeared, I can still go around, I can still inspect, and I can still record because I'm recording to the Dynabook. So again, we've got the offline capabilities as well. And of course, because it's a mobile edge computer with a lot of power, we can pre-process that data locally on the device and then send the useful information back into the network. So again, it reduces the bandwidth requirement and also the security requirements as well. So I think that's my presentation. I just wanted to open the floor to any questions. And can I also ask how many people are using smart glasses or have seen smart glasses being utilized? Great, cool. I'm on the back, so I'll be able to demonstrate our solution as well. So are there any questions? One? Prices, okay. So we don't sell direct, we sell through companies like PDAB. You're looking for this retail around £3,000 with the glasses, with no negotiations. And then with negotiations like we do with hardware, you're probably looking around the €2,000 mark. So it's not expensive if you think about the functionality it gives you. So when I'm wearing the smart glasses, I've got a smart glass solution. I can disconnect my smart glasses and then plug this into a docking station. That's my full-fledged Windows computer. So you can see in certain applications, we're working with companies in the UK who equip their engineers with potentially smart glasses and a Panasonic Toughbook to do all the data or do all their work. Now, they can replace both those solutions and replace it with the Dynabook. So they've got the Dynabook as their computer, and they plug in our headwear for the smart glasses element as well. So again, you start to realize how innovative this product is. It's got multiple applications. And the other thing is this device could be used on its own. So I could put this on the back of a screen, and that screen becomes a smart screen. I can use this as a standalone computer or desktop replacement computer. I can also use it in the home or in the business as an IoT device. So this device collects sensors all around the room, correlates the information, pre-processes that information, and then does something useful with the information as well. So there's lots of use cases for our solution. I think it shows you in this one. So things like IoT applications, supporting things like digital screens, the smart glasses, mobile desktop replacement solution, or your own ideas on how you can utilize this device. You know, there's lots of developers out there who develop, and they tend to develop on computers. So again, if you're a developer working on an application, your application should work on the Dynabook. All you have to think about is how you modify the user experience. Any further questions? Okay. The Dynabook that we've got here has a 256 gigabyte hard drive, so you pretty much could record lots of HD videos on this, and we can go up to 1 terabyte of storage on this device. So, you know, offline capabilities, you know, you can record for a whole week and still have enough space on this device. Thank you. Okay. Brilliant. Thank you, everyone.